Hello, this is Scott. I'm back with another video. A lot of people have been asking about my shuttles, and I just kind of wanted to go through and show you some of my shuttle collection. And this is kind of a good record for me as well to remember all of my shuttles. I have some pretty nice ones. I really like handmade shuttles, shuttles that are not, kind of mass-produced by companies. So they're pretty unique, and there's some beautiful woods on them too. So I'm gonna start these out. These are Jenkins shuttles, made by Ed Jenkins. He doesn't make shuttles anymore, unfortunately. He only does the Turkish spindles, but I really like these a lot. They have his, I don't know if you can see in here, his signature stamp in there. They're boat shuttles, closed bottom, which are my favorite style, you'll see. Just a really beautiful wood, and then this one is absolutely gorgeous, also a Jenkins. The wood pattern on that is great, really nice. And there's his little sticker in there to Jenkins Shuttles. So check him out on jenkinswoodworking.com. You can find his stuff, but really beautiful. These are probably from the 90s, and I bought them at an auction, and they're really nice. The next group of shuttles I have are the Little Man shuttles by Howell, and he's based out of California. He made these for a long time, and so there's lots of them out there. I really like them, and when I first started weaving, I only used these shuttles. I just like the weight of them, super smooth, interesting woods, and I love this little character here. So they are Howell, and apparently the legend is that every part of this little man is a letter, if you turn it different ways. So, there's gonna be an H, O, the arms make the W and the E, and then L, L for the legs. So it's kind of a cool little thing, but Little Man shuttles, he made these metal spindles, which I have a lot of those as well. And I just like how much material they hold. Here's another big one. This one's actually really large. It might be the largest one I have. Another really good one, good looking one. I use these sizes a lot. I think these are 14-inch or so. And here's the little man on that one, nice and dark. This is the last of the, it's like 8 or 10 inches, I guess. And then I have a few of the smaller ones. And then, let's see here, a few more smaller ones. I'm not going to show you all of them, I have way too many. These look newer, so these look like they might be more recent with the lighter wood. The wood just looks newer to me. So, I know he's not making them anymore, and the other legend is that when he was selling these at craft fairs and weaving shows, he would ask people to please touch the shuttles because it helps polish the wood, which I always thought was kind of cool. So Howell, really great. I also, because I was obsessed with him, I got lots of his other types of shuttles. There's a cute little stick shuttle. It has the little man on it. A different type of stick shuttle has the little man on it. I also have this really cool belt shuttle, which has the little man. So that's good for backstrap weaving, ankle weaving, that kind of thing. And then finally I have this rug weaving, rug beater with the little man on it. Just so cool. Very unique. And he, again, uses lots of really great woods. So those are all the Howell Little Man Shuttles, which I really like a lot. Oh, I forgot one more. This is a weaving sword. Really great. So it has a tapered edge on it, and you can kind of keep the yarn here, and it's really good for belt weaving, ankle weaving, that kind of stuff, backstrap weaving. So it has a the beater. This is the beater edge here. So those are some of the Little Man shuttles. Some other shuttles I want to show you. I don't know the names of all of my shuttles. I just find really interesting woodworkers and purchase their shuttles. This is a really nice little shuttle. It has some, I guess, some stones in it, some turquoise, some sharp points. It's pretty small. I don't really use it that often, but I just thought it's pretty unique. Again, this is a shuttle I don't know the maker of. He's a Swedish woodworker. Very difficult to get a hold of, but they're really pretty. They're very traditional Swedish shuttles. He does all the chip carving in them. I don't know if you can see the carving on there. And then he asked me what my initials were, and he carved my initials into the other medallion on the side, SH there. Has this ALM, I think it means elm in Swedish. And then here's his little logo, a little plus sign with a box around it, you know, for the Swedish flag. They're really great. They have these pop it, the pin comes out with a little tension there. Another really nice one. Really great. I mean, they're just absolutely beautiful carving with the chip carving there. And again, my initials, this one's upside down. SH. So really nice. The woodworker who sent these to me wrote me a really nice note about the day that they were made. I think it's called Midsummer in Sweden. He made them over that weekend, and he talked about kids playing outside, and the weather was wonderful, and so these have a lot of really good energy that are attached with them, which I really like these a lot. They're really nice, special to me. Took a long time to get. The paying for them was very difficult, but stuff like that has a really great story. I really enjoy a lot. So those are Swedish shuttles. KCL Woods made the shuttle for me. I asked him if he could do spalted wood, and I love spalted wood. So he made this one for me. Has some nice coloring to it. He uses these metal perns as well. So I'm trying, I don't use any of those plastic bobbins that a lot of weavers use. I'm trying to eliminate all plastic out of the studio, so anywhere I can get rid of that. I like the metal ones a lot. They have a lot of wooden bobbins as well too, and I use the cardboard as well. So that's KCL Woods. Really nice. Clems and Clems. It's a fiber prep company in California. They also sell these, and they're really beautiful. They do a good job. All right, Michael Harris is a woodworker from Texas. He made a couple shuttles for me, which I really enjoy. So nice, I don't know what woods these are. Really nice contrast in woods. Really thin profile, which I like. Gets through end of sheds, especially on weaving projects. And he also made me this one as a special request. Super wild, which I love. Open bottom boat style shuttle with polka dots. These are all drilled through, I think it is like a like an ebony wood, or just a really dark wood with these high contrast light things, and the wood pieces go all the way through. So he drilled them and then plugged each one. Really kind of cool. So that was a nice special ordered one that I asked for, and he did a great job on that. I don't use it on much either, but it's just fun to have unique shuttle there. And then he also made me a really cool rug shuttle with this awesome curve in it. So he steams the wood and then places the fiber holder on it, and so you would just figure eight your fiber on top, and then this just goes back and forth. Really fun. He does a really great job. So that's Michael Harris from Texas. I also have a couple of really old Bosworth shuttles. Bosworth made shuttles in like 1920s, if I'm remembering that correctly. This is a Swedish style shuttle, closed bottom, really nice, really old. I don't know if you can see this, it's written really faintly down here. It says Bosworth on it. I don't know if you can read that. Bosworth. So I think his son is also making fiber tools as well, but this is from the original, the father. Really great. And then this awesome curved boat shuttle by Bosworth. Again, really old and just super fun to use. I don't know if you can see that again either. Bosworth, and then some other words which I've never ever been able to identify. But yeah, these are really incredible shuttles. This one doesn't fly perfectly through the shed. It does want to curve a little bit, obviously, with its curved shape, but just really great looking, really fun. Okay, and then some other really fantastic shuttles that I absolutely love too. This one is, let's see here, what's the sticker say? Custom Shuttles from a woodworker in Michigan. That sadly no longer make shuttles, but I mean, look how extreme point those are. This really great thin piece of inlay. I just love these a lot. Really great looking. And I have two of them. Here's the second one. It's in a lighter color. Got these all at auctions too at separate times, but I was happy to get a second one. I don't use these a lot either, but they're just absolutely beautifully made. So aerodynamic. Looks like a bird beak. So let's see if we can get this sticker in here. Custom Shuttles in Michigan. I wrote to him and see if I could get more. The letter unfortunately was returned to me. That address does not exist any longer, which is pretty sad. Another kind of cool shuttle. I found this one at an auction. Just a really old shuttle, probably just made in someone's garage. The bobbin is held in place with these metal pins, and you pull them out, and then you can put the bobbin in and then push these in to hold it. It has these little tiny nails here in the yarn slot that keep it from abrading the sides. Just, you know, someone probably just made this because they needed it, and it's just a really great tool, nice and smooth. And I don't buy you know, manufactured shuttles that often. I like to buy them from little independent woodworkers, but the only big box maker shuttle I have is this Shack shuttle. It's their 50th anniversary, and it's dyed in indigo, which I thought was kind of pretty. So this is my only shuttle. I've never used it. I probably never will. But I have a lot of students that use these kind of shuttles, and they're great for students. They fly across the warp nicely, and they're really easy to use. So those are kind of my one-offs, one or two offs of woodworkers, and they're great. I love them. Next group of shuttles I have are from Jim Hockett. He is a woodworker from New Mexico, and he is unfortunately no longer making shuttles anymore either. He does a variety of really beautiful, interesting woods, and he has access to a lot of more exotic woods, being from the New Mexico area. So this is one of the biggest ones. It's really great. Fits really nicely in the hand. This is one of my favorites for a very long time. I just love the size of it, the color. I think this is a zebra wood. Oh, excuse me. It's a black and white ebony wood. He writes all the names of the woods on the shuttles, and then he signs it with his signature here. So those are really great. This one was Cocobolo. That's a really nice heavy one. It's another really beautiful one. Has this beautiful flaming on it. Asian pear? No, Asian Wange. Asian Wange. Okay. Really pretty one. It's gonna be really hard to find the signature or the type of wood. That's probably an ebony wood, just really dark black. I do like woods that have kind of higher contrast to them. So kind of these types in black are some of my favorites. Nice littler one here. I haven't used some of these shuttles before. I can't make out the name. It might be a Cocobolo or something. And then I also like double shuttles. I use these quite often. Here's a really beautiful one. It has gorgeous spelting lines through it. Spalted Maple is what that one says. Spalted Maple by Jim Hockett. Just really great looking. Some more spalting lines. Open shuttle again. So, and then these have two separate pins. You can do the shuttles, the bobbins independently, and my little cardboard bobbins fit really nicely on those. And then I also have some end of warp shuttles that he does that I really like. I mean, these are super thin, about less than an inch, and you have to have a special bobbin for that he makes. But this is great for the end of a warp. When the warp gets really, really tiny and you want to use all of it, you just keep filling these bobbins up over and over and over, almost like 5 or 6 passes, and then you have to fill up a new bobbin. But it has a small thin yarn hole and then a normal yarn slot as well, depending on the size of your fiber you're using. But these are end of warp shuttles, so a specific shuttle that you can switch to at the end of your warps. And then just another little tiny end of warp shuttle. So those are really great, and those are all Jim Hockett from New Mexico. The Weaver's Loft, kind of near Cincinnati, bought a bunch of his stuff out of his studio when he was closing his shop, so I know that they still carry on Barb down there at the Weaving Loft. So check her out as well. So, and one of my last bigger groups of shuttles here is Canopus, and it's Canopus Shuttles, C-A-N-O-P-U-S shuttles. And these are my go-to, my all-time favorite shuttles. They are beautifully made, and they have really great woods that are used. And I buy almost all of, I think all of them are the closed bottom. I work a lot with linen, and so closed bottom shuttles are great for that, so they do not abrade the warp as it's going across. With closed bottom, it glides really nicely. But here's a beautiful one. Here's the label, Canopus Shuttles. Beautiful woods there. It's really beautiful too. Check out this like flamed maple, I think it's called. Really beautiful back on it. And he sometimes does this colored, I don't know, it's like a pinkish color wood or an orangey colored wood there to lock in the bobbin pin. And these are very unique sizes, so I only use cardboard quills with these. You cannot use the plastic bobbins on these, they just don't fit. They're a little bit lower profile, and the space is great for the cardboard. Here's another one, another favorite. This one has the, I think he calls it pink ivory yarn slot, as well as the, holds the pern bar in, but really nice woods on that. I mean, the ends are just beautiful. they just feel so great. They're pretty pricey, but they are absolutely worth it. He is a master woodworker. Um, so, yeah. Check out that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Oh, look at that. Really beautiful spalting on the back there. So that's a great shuttle. That's a fantastic one. I love that one. This one's a little bit smaller. You can see these are ones I use all the time. I have my fiber still in it. So these are the cardboard perns I'm talking about. This one has some black linen from a project I just did. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Look at that bird's eye maple back. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. The pink ivory, really, really beautiful. A lot of these I asked him, we collaborated on picking out woods and stuff, so he's made these, some of these for me. I think this one was one I asked for. I wanted some with some higher contrast. I think this is another one that he did for me. He went to Hawaii and picked out some koa wood. Oh my gosh, I hope I'm saying that right. That's only grown in Hawaii, and I think it's this darkest wood. The rest of it's like walnut and maybe cherry, but really beautiful. You can see I use this one a lot too. They're just fantastic shuttles. I can't say enough good about them. So Canopus shuttles. I also, since I like everything that woodworker does, I bought some beautiful brocade shuttles, and these are just tiny little shuttles. Look how great that little bobbin is. These are good if you're doing like little inlays, you're weaving a project and then you want a little bit of color work on your weaving. These can just be loaded up and just set on the loom and just inserted where you need them. So little tiny brocade shuttles, and since they are so small, he makes his own bobbins for these. And see if I can pop one out here real quick. There we go. So there is the bobbin they sit on and just kind of clasp in there. Really great little brocade shuttles. And then also he has made me some double shuttles. I do a lot of overshot, and so overshot, your pattern has to be twice as thick as your ground cloth, and so I will often do the same material but just double it. So a spool in each, and then this one uses a very long bobbin spindle, and so you put 2 of your cardboard perns on this, and they fit in here, so you can control them and tension them independently. Really great looking. And then this is my last one. This one was so fun to receive in the mail and to open. He did all this really great turquoise inlay. I mean, it's just gorgeous. The black, this might have been another one where we collaborated on. I asked for the high contrast woods, and then he surprised me with that, which I am more than happy to receive surprises like that. 2 yarn slots also, and then, I mean, look how absolutely gorgeous that is. So just makes weaving really fun when you have really amazing tools that are made by amazing woodworkers. And one of the last one, actually one of the newest one I have, is an end feed shuttle. So if you noticed, everything so far in my entire collection has been a traditional boat shuttle style, or a Swedish style shuttles. I have not used end feed shuttles, but I found this one is a Crosley, which were made in England. The number there is 5/88, so I was told that was made in 1988. But really beautiful, really fantastic tensioning Honex system here. And then it came with about, I don't know, half dozen of the perns. So they just pop out and you wind them, and they all come directly off the edge. So far all of my shuttles have been a more traditional style, and I'm afraid to use these because I think I might like it and I might be able to weave with better edges, and I'm gonna have this great collection that I just look at, which is fine. But yeah, that's kind of my some of the highlights. I have a couple Bluster Bays that I just don't use. I don't know, I'm not into those anymore. But yeah, those are my shuttles. I really like using them. I do feel like you can use any shuttle and weave really well, but sometimes, well, for me at least, it makes the experience so much nicer to have fun tools, and especially to have a story to go with them. So I hope you are well, and I hope you enjoyed this little tour of my shuttles in my studio. Weave on, weavers.